Everyone tries to solve AI character consistency the exact same way. We type our prompt, generate an image, and then spend hours trying to force the generator to give us that exact same face, angle, and seed again. When it fails, we assume the tool is broken. Look at what happens when you fight the AI. The tool scrambles to preserve mathematical sameness frame by frame, and the entire visual structure collapses. Real films do not rely on identical images. Actors look different from shot to shot as lighting, lenses, and expressions change. Continuity comes from recognizability, not absolute pixel sameness. We are going to build a one-page AI actor model to replace your folder of reference faces, and I will walk you through 4 post-production moves to salvage a drifting shot. You do not need the exact same face. You need the believability of the same person. Step 1 is building your AI actor sheet. Notice the very first field. You must give your character a specific name. This forces the AI and your own brain to treat them as a distinct entity. Next, we lock in your identity anchors. These are the broad minimums required for belief: the character's hair silhouette, facial bone structure bias, wardrobe silhouette, and an age band. For personality, skip generic aesthetic words like beautiful. Use behavioral keywords like guarded, deliberate, or tired. These tell the generator how the character physically holds their posture. Notice we did not define exact eye shape or perfect facial symmetry. Microscopic details fluctuate in live-action cinema, and they will fluctuate in your generations. By defining only the broad anchors, you establish the core traits. You stop chasing random pixel noise and lock down the actual character. This diagram represents Step 2, the performance range. This maps out the acceptable safe zone for your character, establishing the specific emotions, camera angles, and lighting conditions you will allow in your prompts. If you skip this step and leave the boundaries undefined, the generator pulls from its entire dataset, and the character will shift wildly with every prompt. With a defined range, your mindset shifts. When a generation falls outside these boundaries, it isn't a technical failure. It is simply an actor giving a take that is out of casting. On the left, we have unconstrained prompts resulting in a mess of identities. On the right, every generation stayed strictly within our defined range. The faces vary slightly, but the cohesive cinematic identity remains intact. Establishing a performance range replaces random, frustrating deviation with a controlled acting performance that you can direct. Step 3 changes how we ask for shots. Instead of prompting for the identical character over and over, prompt for a usable performance from this specific actor. To do this, follow the anti-close-up rule. AI close-ups look highly detailed in a vacuum, but they immediately expose structural drift to your audience. Start new sequences with medium or wide shots. This establishes the geographic context of the scene and builds visual trust. Just like a live-action director, you earn the right to move the camera in. True character intimacy comes later in the sequence. Generating for wider coverage protects the core identity you established in your actor sheet until your audience fully buys into the reality of the scene. Even with strict rules, some shots will drift. This editing timeline shows exactly where we fix them. We have a single video clip here that is visibly breaking. Your first salvage move is to shorten the clip. Visual drift requires screen time for the human eye to process it. Cut the shot before the audience scrutinizes it. If you need the length, apply moves 2 and 3. Add heavy camera shake, and cut on action. The human eye tracks physical action over minute facial details. Move 4 happens right over the top. Layer film grain or a slight visual softness onto the footage. This breaks up the clinical sharpness and blurs the obvious AI generation tells. A quick update on modern AI video models. Tools now accept multiple reference images, but those only automate component 1, the physical identity anchors. The tools got better at locking the face, but no software knows when to cut. You are the director, and you remain entirely responsible for managing the performance range and the editing coverage. Let's review the system. Your identity anchors stay constant, your performance range is allowed to vary, and your strategic post-production coverage shields the remaining imperfections. Here is your assignment for your current project. Fill out a one-page actor sheet. Generate 10 shots strictly within your defined performance range and edit them together into a sequence. Post your results below. If the sequence holds, comment "same person." If an anger slipped and the identity broke,
Tell me which one, and we will debug it together. Next time, we cover the AI coverage stack and the cut early rule. We will look at a 4-shot system that lets you cut any scene cleanly. Apply this strict framework, and your AI tools stop acting like unpredictable slot machines and start working like highly reliable cameras. Not the same face, the same person.